What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today in the Zero Use tier and using Sticky Web again. Except this time we'll be using Levani as our Sticky Web setter and still using Avalugg and Malamar, but have some other fun stuff going on with this Sticky Web team. So I had a lot of fun with it the other day and wanted to give it a shot again. So let's go over it real quick and then we'll get into the games. So Levani, I don't know which DLC came back in, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in all of Gen 9. And either way, it's one of the Pokemon I like from, I think it's a Gen 5. I don't know if it's like one of my favorite, but I used it in a playthrough. I think maybe my first playthrough through Black and White, and just have some memories with it. But it's a pretty fun Pokemon. It actually has like surprisingly decent stats, you know, being pretty quick and pretty strong. And then the base 80 defenses aren't bad either. Like overall, not bad stats. But Bug Grass isn't great. We have a lot of weaknesses and not great offensively either. And as like a lead, you know, like I guess the one positive thing is you're faster than all these other Sticky Web setters. But besides for that, like, you can just die. I mentioned this last time to a triple axle from a Sneasel. You're dead to a lot of things, or you'll just be knocked right down to your sash. So you're pretty much just good to get up webs and then you're dead. Vikavolt, on the other hand, can fire off crazy strong attacks, has pretty good coverage, can take a hit, pivot out, come back in usually. It's immune to hazards besides for rocks. Even Spidops, like Spidops can get up spikes. It has priority and first impression. It can U-turn. I don't know if this thing may get U-turn, but I don't even know. It doesn't even get U-turn. Never mind. I mean, triple axle is something really cool that it gets, but I think these moves are probably better if you're wanting to use it for like a Sticky Web setter and a lead, and probably a suicide lead in most cases. So yeah, either way, I wanted to give it a shot and use something different. For our ability, we're going with Chlorophyll. Focus Sash, of course, we can survive a hit, besides for like a multi-hit move like Triple Axle. And then we got the Webs, and then we got Leaf Blade for our main stab attack, knock off to remove items, which is great. And then Pounce. I like Pounce, and in the one game I had tested, Pounce was pretty good. You can drop the guy's speed that you're up against right away, so then you can either then get up webs or maybe hit them again if they don't break your sash, and kind of wait to get up webs till you really need to, or maybe not wait, but you know, get things done that would be make more progress than just getting up webs right away turn one. Oh, this should be Terra Ghost. But yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think it's interesting and kind of cool. So, and I'm excited to use Levani, of course. Then we got the Avalugg, still going with the same max attack and speed Avalugg with Terra Ghost, but we're not having rocks and we have Recover instead. This thing's pretty important for something like Sneasel, and so there's probably other things, but that's the one that's just on the top of my head. Even other ice types, like for this team, we have quite a few guys that are weak to ice or freeze dry, so resisting ice as an ice type is also pretty good. The only thing is, like, I'd maybe want rocks or maybe also want Rock Blast, but I think Body Press is just better coverage with Mountain Gale. You'll be doing enough with Mountain Gale or Body Press most of the time. You're also then like not going to be doing 0 damage to Earthworm. You're not going to do a whole lot with Body Press, but it's better than nothing. And the speed is nice to outspeed pretty much like almost all the big fat like stealth rockers or, you know, utility guys. I think you're faster than Sandaconda. Let's see, without any speed. This one's got 200, but if they don't have any, oh, just kidding. You're just a little slower than Sandaconda, but you're faster. Sandaconda's what, 71? What if it was 870? Okay, you're just slower than base 70s without any speed, but that's still pretty quick, like for uninvested bulky guys. But like you'd be faster than Dunsparce, Electros, stuff like that. But it's just a reliable rapid spinner with heavy duty boots and sturdy. You can always take a hit. And this thing has 380 attack. Mountain Gale's very strong, and then Body Press, of course. Then it can spin block. Yeah, it's just a really nice utility. You have like, you want to fit a lot of things in. At least for me, I'm always finding I want to fit a lot of like things into the 6 Pokemon, especially on like a hyper offensive team. And Avalugg can do that. Like it can fill a lot of roles in one, so it allows us to run other things on our team. You know, the only thing is you still can't fit rocks, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. Then we got Rotom. We got Colbur Berry Rotom, so it can spin block. You just switch this in a little bit more freely, knowing you have the Colbur Berry. You're still gonna probably get dead to the next knockoff or whatever, but we have Will-O-Wisp to burn and Terra Fairy to resist Dark if we need to. Then you're not gonna spin block since you're not a ghost type, but maybe you could then Will-O-Wisp and Hex to KO something. Then we just got Pain Split for some recovery and Volt Switch. Still going max attack and speed to be like offensive. This thing, I kind of like this. over Mismagius if we're going to like want it to reliably spin block and not, you know, we do have Terra Ghost on these things to spin block, but I think Rotom I like a little bit more. And also we have multiple guys weak to electric, so it is an electric resistance. Without Shadow Ball, we're not going to be doing as much damage though, so maybe Shadow Ball will be better over Hex, you know, to hit Jolteon or I don't know, other electric types a little harder, but I'm pretty happy with it. And then we got Noctowl, a very fun guy, and we're going to be going Mono Hurricane. We got Double Dance and then Blunder Policy and Roost. Basically with Tinted Lens, you're just wanting to click Hurricane. You could go with Hyper Voice, but Hyper Voice is immune by Ghost Pokemon. Hurricane isn't. It's not immune by anything. So it is resisted by a couple things, but with Tinted Lens, as long as they don't resist it 4 times, like, you know, they're not a Steel Rock type or something like that, both of their types resisting Hurricane, you still hit them for neutral damage. So, you know, you're only going to be hitting, you know, a few things super effectively, but if we can boost this up and of course, you know, hit our freaking Hurricanes, we'll be doing some pretty good damage. We're going with the Modest Nature, max speed. This thing actually has got a great speed tier for Sticky Webs, I think. Base 70 is the same as Samurott, so Nasty Plot can boost us. Agility can boost our speed if we need to. Sorry about that. They're testing the fire alarms in my building where I live. So I'm recording a little bit earlier to give more time. So hopefully we can, I'll just have to pause it every time those happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen during a game, but it is what it is. If it does, I'll figure it out. I was going to wait to mention it until we start the battles, but yeah, I'll probably mention it again then. I can't do anything about it. It's in the unit and in the hallways, so it's very loud. But Terra Ground is a nice Terra type to help us to get off a Nasty Plot or an Agility against like a Jolteon or an electric type, you know. Then we lose our electric immunity. Hurricane is our strongest flying stab. It can miss, but that's why Blunder Policy works well. Say we go for a Nasty Plot, then we go for a Hurricane, or maybe we just go for a Hurricane because it's like all we can do. You know, we're not going to be able to take like a ton of hits. If we do miss that Hurricane, then we'll be able to outspeed whatever we were trying to hit the following turn and hopefully hit that one. And it won't take, you know, you won't have to just click Agility, but Agility is there just in case. Blunder Policy is also just a fun item. Obviously, depending on it to boost your speed isn't great, which is why Agility is here as well. And then Roost, I think, actually makes kind of a lot of sense because we have a really good special bulk. We almost have 100 and 100, like HP and special. Yeah, so that's Noctowl. Then we got the Malamar again. With Contrary, it can kind of discourage defog. If they do defog on you, you get an evasiveness raise. So then they're going to risk not being able to hit you. You know, there's a reason moves like, what are those? Evasiveness raising moves are banned. So we can use this to get an evasiveness raise if they do go for a defog. But besides for that, I think it's just a really nice Pokemon to have on Sticky Web. It's like got a good speed tier again for Sticky Webs, I think. But as you can see, we're going with the Choice Scarf. I really liked it last time, and I think it can do more. Basically, if we don't need it, we can switch a Roo and, you know, cripple a defensive guy or utility guy that our opponent has. And then even if we do still have it, we can boost our attack with Superpower or Terra Stellar Terra Blast. And Terra Stellar Terra Blast, I think, is really cool with Malamar, just because, like, we do have good coverage with Knockoff plus Superpower, but everybody knows what Malamar does, and I think people might be, you know, might want to Terra, you know, defensively, excuse me, or that might be their only way of dealing with Malamar, I should say. And if that's the case, our Terra Blast will hit stuff that's Terrestrialized super effectively. With Terra Stellar is how it works. I believe it's a 100 base power as well, so it's quite strong. It boosts our attack every time we use it. Since we're Terra Stellar, that's how, and contrary, Terra Stellar, Terra Blast usually drops your attacking stats when you use it, but because we have Contrary, we get raises. If we don't want to Terra, or if we've already used our Terra though, you know, just locking a Superpower is always good. The Stab Knockoff is quite strong. Malamar's got decent attack already as well, but yeah, it's a really fun guy too, so it is a little bit gimmicky, but I think it's really fun. And then last guy, we got Samurott. I've used this before on Sticky Web, and I think I used it in Sticky Webs in OU right when it came out, and then I used it in Zero Use a couple months ago. But Samurott's great on Sticky Web. I think its speed tier is like right in that weird point where definitely would appreciate a little bit more speed, but it can't really do anything about it. So with Sticky Web, then we can just go all into attack, and we can boost our attack even more with Sword Stance. And then we got Liquidation for our strongest water move. Physical water move, Aqua Jet for our priority, which is really nice to have, so we don't have to always outspeed stuff. Then we got Mega Horn for coverage to hit grass types that would resist our liquidation, or even, I guess, a dragon type. those dragon grass guys, I guess. Then we have Terra Water instead of like a defensive Terra type on Samurott, since we can boost our Aqua Jet even more that way. And if we're in like Torrent range, we've SD'd and we have Terra Water, we'll be doing quite a bit. And then we got Lumberry, so we can heal off a Will-O-Wisp or something. All right, well, that is the team. Let's hop into the games. Let's hope that fire alarm doesn't keep going off. I said I'd mention it again, but the fire alarm is going off. They're testing in my building right now, so it's going off randomly and it is very loud. They said they would be doing it today and tomorrow. I can't really do anything about it, but I've given myself more time to record, so if it keeps going off and it interrupts the video, and I don't know how commentary will work while I don't know. It's probably not, I'm just gonna have to mute because the fire alarm is going off, but yeah. Excited to use Sticky Web again. Hopefully we can get some good games with it. Maybe some Noctowl action would be pretty cool. All right, so in this first one, they got Toedscruel to Rapid Spin. They also actually have Girder to Defog. Noctowl, I mean, boosted could do quite a bit. We're gonna hit Meg Cargo and or throw them neutrally, and then Porygon 2 is their tankiest thing, but if they don't like status us, which they might, if they don't have Thunder Wave, they just kind of have to try attack us. Our Hurricanes could do a lot. Malamar could do a lot too. Actually, we might not. No, its Scarf actually would be pretty good to keep for Miss Magius. That's something else. Like all these grounded things, we kind of outspeed already. Besides for Toedscruel, but the Miss Magius is a little quick. But Noctowl actually has a good matchup against it too. Samurott will be able to hit it pretty hard. Rotom is slower than it. I think let's leave it with Levania. Let's go from there. I don't really know what to expect or for sure what to do, so I think let's just lead with this. And because we could just burn them if we hit into them, I'm just gonna go for the webs first. And if they Shell Smash, well, we have a Focus Sash, so we could even hit them with the Pounce so that our Malamar will outspeed them, or we don't even worry about that because we can Aqua Jet them and we have a Lumberry in case we burn ourselves. So yeah, let's go for a knockoff. And then they're special. Okay, I didn't expect that. Give them a weak armor boost. Drop their defense even more. We do have the Aqua Jet on Samurott, so, and we drop their yeah, hopefully we can kill them. I think we let this go, that's all right. It's good to know they're special. Let's knock off again. Samurott. Aqua Jet. Do we use up our Lum? We do not. That's good. All right, what comes out? Samurott's pretty bulky too, like, it's decent. Okay, this isn't boots, so we get a slow on them, which is pretty good actually. Let's go Rotom. Cool. Let's go for the Wisp. Then our hacks will be a little bit stronger. Well, that did a lot. We could go for a Pain Split, then we should be able to take the next hit. That Giga Drain did so much. Are they offensive? Toedscruel. Giga Drain. They did 52. Okay, so if they're burns, and we're at 48, I guess we'll see how much we get back with Pain Split. Yeah, we could 2-hit KO. They could get a low roll on Giga Drain too. Let's Pain Split. Maybe they get a low roll. They do not. We're actually gonna get more back though. Let's go for it one more time. Are we getting nowhere with this? We're getting lower, that's for sure. 13 to 77. We should be able to do one more. Yeah, we should be able to take one more. Damn. 58, 58. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. 58. Okay, they're choice specs. I think they're choice specs. Oh, they're leftovers. Why did I think they were choice specs? All right, we just got poisoned. Well, that's all right. A hurricane. I think it's all right. They're modest. They're modest is probably what it is, right? Yeah, I was like, what else could they be? They could be metronome. Are they traced our tinted lens? That's not gonna matter. We just go for the hurricane. All right, now we're fast. Please don't miss. Please don't have. All right, we're dead. That's not great. I think we go into Samurott and go for an SD. I mean, we could send this out and knock off, right? Maybe that actually would be good. And then as long as we don't get statused, we can switch out into Avalugg and Samurott can... I don't know. They're usually SpDef anyways. I don't think Samurott will be able to 2-hit KO. I think Samurott will 2-hit KO though, which will make us have to take 2 hits, which might be too much. Because I think we're going to also have to take a hit from Orthworm. So I think we go into it and we go for knockoff, then we'll go into Avalugg. And sack it, then we'll go Samurai SD. Cool. So... all right, thank God it stopped. We SD, and unfortunately they have Charge Beam. If we didn't get burned, we would have done a lot with Avalugg there. But we definitely SD, I think. We hope we don't get hacked. Oh, we had a Lumberry. All right, we're alive. Now we liquidate. The thing is, I don't think we're killing Girder. But they did Terra, which means... No, Malamar is really low. And we also can't lock in a superpower because I have a ghost type. We're in Torrent right now. +2 at 1% or whatever. Terra Water. I mean, we do so much. If we had rocks, no, they'd still be out of range. Well, we just Aqua Jet, I think. And then we have to Terra Stellar. We did 0. Oh, I was looking at liquidation. Fuck. All right. Well, yeah. I don't even think we're going to. I don't think there's a way to win. So I don't even know if I want to reveal this. Terra Stellar, Terra Blast. Yeah, we're gonna do nothing. So I don't want to reveal it. Let's just go for a knockoff. Cool. And they Drain Punch. Not too bad, I think. I don't know if Avalugg didn't get the status from Porygon. Honestly, if it didn't get status, I think they would have switched into Orthworm anyways. You know, I probably should have just tricked the Porygon maybe, or switch a root the Porygon. I don't know. I'm gonna try and play a little better in this one. All right, they have a Smeargle lead, so that's a thing. I think let's leave with Levani though. I mean, our webs would be good to outspeed. Well, I guess actually they have Lurantis. And the fastest thing they do have is Banette, so maybe we just lead Levani and use it for its sash and hit some stuff. Excuse me. Okay, they have this. I mean, even if this thing gets a speed raise, it's not gonna be that fast. I don't know if we want to give it to him though. So let's just go for the knockoff here and do a lot. Whoa, okay, they have Trick Room. Okay, so Sticky Webs aren't gonna do anything. I did not expect Trick Room, but Porygon also gets it and Banette gets it, and then Smeargle can do anything, so. Well, we'll be able to take out 2 turns of Trick Room here because we have our sash. Giving something a Scarf would be good with Malamar. I kind of want to switch into it right now. Does this thing get Healing Wish Memento? Is it at Memento? Is that what it's gonna do now? Hypno. This looks like a guy who'd have Memento. It doesn't. Disable haze, taunt, switcheroo. It does get dazzling gleam, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just knock off again. No way, they go into Porygon too. Wow, that's huge. So we just get rid of their item. Like, that's awesome. And now we'll just Leaf Blade. Can take 2. Leaf Blade does a decent amount. And I think now we go Avalugg. I mean, it is our other sturdy though. So maybe we go Samurott instead. Maybe we go Samurott as D. Because Ice Beam didn't do that much to the Vanny. And we have the Lumberry. I think let's go into this SD. We'll be able to do quite a lot. I think we might KO this thing. Samurott to Porygon. No Eviolite. Enigma Berry, we're +2. But not at 1%. At 100%. So we have to Terra Water to kill. We're just going to compulsively click buttons. Cool. Or aggressively. It's probably a better way to word that. Okay, Smeargle. I don't think we shouldn't liquidate. Okay, they have Burning Bulwark. But we have a Lumberry. And they are sashed. So what do they have? Trick Room. Okay. Then we SD again. Okay, they get up rocks. Psh, I'm SD again. We're gonna stall out their Trick Room and avoid getting burned. Haze. Okay. I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay. Now the Kirchin's in. Samurott at +4 Terra Water to a Pincurchin. Aqua Jet would do a lot, but not enough, so I think let's go Rotom. Oh, no way, they're Supercell Slam! That's awesome! Okay. Well, let's Will-O-Wisp then. Little bro. Okay, then we'll Hex. Hypno goes down. Nice. We outspeed Smeargle with this. That's good. We also outspeed Bannet. And that just leaves Lurantis, which we could burn. This. Do we just Hex? Have they Terra'd? They haven't. I mean, I think a burn on this would be good. Okay, and they have the Shadow Sneak. That's fine. Then we can go into Malamar and knock off, I think. Or Terra Blast. Burning Bulwark. Contact burn. Yeah, so that means all we have to do is not make contact. I wonder if it's Terra. Oh no, we can't Terra. I've already Terra'd. Damn it. All right, so we'd have to go Samurott. I think let's go Samurott. We have no item, so their stuff should be weaker. And I think we liquidate just in case they have Trick Room. And they do, and we don't kill, darn it. I think we go for an ST. Yeah. So Poltergeist fails because we have no item. And we can just SD again. And then we Aqua Jet, and now we're in Torrent range. I'm pretty sure the Pincurchin, well, now they're going to go Lurantis, but I was going to say, I think the Pincurchin would die, but... Oh, they go with this. SD? Aqua Jet. Nice. I don't think there was a reason not to SD because Stone Axe doesn't kill us. Let's go Samurats. Nice. I love their team. I love the Supercell Slam little bro. That's an awesome name for him. Yeah, this is that first one again. Yeah, I think I should have switched a Rude right here. Because they Terra'd, right? Yeah, if we switch a Rude on the Terra, then they would have been locked into Ice Beam. Then we could have gotten in Samurai and SD'd. And we still had our Terra. And maybe a Terra Water. I mean, Terra Water Aqua Jet probably would have done enough to this. Yeah, that would have been better. But we got one. In this one, they have Defog with the Girder, T-Spikes, Rocks, Grassy Terrain. They got a bulky team. I like the typings. They got the Electric Immunity, Ground Immunity, Ghost Immunity, Ground Immunity. And then they got the Rotom as well, which also doesn't get Defog. I don't think Sticky Web is really that great, but I guess it would let our Avalugg maybe outspeed Lantern or Arbalova. That's probably it though. Levani could be nice to keep around for like a knockoff, just kind of like a throwaway guy, but that could take a hit if we need it to. So kind of thinking maybe just match up well against the Rotom lead because that'd be annoying to deal with. I don't really have nothing for that. Let's lead our own Rotom. And I'll go for the Volt Switch. We do outspeed them. Oh, they're Scarfed. Well, that is good to know. Now I think we go Noctowl. And we go right for a Nasty Plot. I mean, we could go for a Hurricane, but I think we need the boosts. Okay, Camerupt comes out. I mean, we can take a hit from this. Scarfed Rotom. We actually have Terra Ground for. Okay. Let's just go for the Hurricane. If we... Okay, well, we get the speed boost. Okay, we get the speed boost. There's a positive to this. Okay, they crit us with an Ancient Power. Thank God they don't get an Omni boost. Let's hit this one. Are you serious? They're going for Ancient Power. We're gonna Roost on that. Now we can take an Air Slash, I think. Just gonna Hurricane. Sweets. Okay. Rotom comes out, right? Is that 62%? We might get a Noctowl sweep. I think we go for Terra Ground. Roost, then Nasty Plot. Oh, we already outsped them. Well, I think it's okay. No way! Let's go! Nice! So we would be able to Nasty Plot. I think at +4. I think Noctowl could KO the Lantern. I know with Terra Flying, it was kind of close. Oh. Okay, we're not going to KO it. We're not going to KO it. But we could take a hit. Yeah, we would be able to take a hit. So we would have, of course, had to hit our Hurricanes, but let's go Noctowl. All right, we got one. And they have an awesome team. They have Darkspun, Fion, and Manaphy. And they also have Webs, possibly Animus Magius. And then Magneton. I was messed up by Magneton at the, I think it was in the, might have been the Darkspun video. Or it was the last Web Team 1. But, all right. Well, they do have the Malamar, so if we get up Webs, you know, we're giving them a speed boost. Samurott and Noctowl have the same speed tier as Magneton. Also, these two are immune to Webs, so yeah, it's pretty much like just Fion, Magneton, and Darkspun. And it would be kind of nice to have Webs for Magneton and Darkspun, but I don't think we can give them to them because that Malamar is kind of scary. So, do we want to lead the Levani still? Just get a knockoff on something? Or just lead and have a good matchup against their Masquerain? I mean, we could just lead with this and then get a speed boost. Or an attack raise, I mean. Thing is, I don't think we're killing them and they could kill us with like a U-turn, so... I think let's lead Rotom. And we can go for a Will-O-Wisp, then a Hex. We resist their stuff. Will-O-Wisp will break their Sash if they're sashed. Yeah, now we can just Hex. Maybe just going for Hex would have been better, but I don't even know if it would have 2 KO'd. Actually, wait a second. Hex might not KO. Now that I think about it. Okay. They went into this. You don't see an item. I could go Noctowl, but it could be a risk. But I mean, Noctowl's pretty good versus this, so I kind of want to just try it. Okay, they Shadow Ball. Now I think we just go for a Hurricane. They do have the Magneton, so maybe it'd be better than Nasty Plot, actually. You know what? We're gonna Nasty Plot. Then we're gonna Terra Ground. No, we're not gonna. They 4 times resist it. Why did I do that? Yeah, they 4 times resist this. They 4 times resist it. How much could we do? We can't do that much. I'm hoping that we do a lot. Ooh, we 2 a KO. What? Okay. If we go, what if we go +4? Well, we can miss. So that's something to keep in mind. So I think let's Terra Ground, send it. And if we miss, it's all right. Do we need our Terra though? A Terra Blast, Terra Stellar would be kind of cool, but our Levani's a grass type, so we can have the Fion, which is pretty good. Let's just send it. Okay, and they're either, yeah, they're modest, and we get the Confusion, and they go for Thunder Wave. All right, we're I think we go for another one, or we just go for an Agility. Thing is, we're slower than Miss Magius now, but we can still miss. We're not even KOing this, so I think we just send another Hurricane. Sick. All right, I think we might be able to KO Fion. We're pretty strong. We definitely can take a hit from this. We have a lot of HP. And they're Sashed Malamar, and they Topsy-Turvy us. Okay. That's pretty cool. Damn it. Could go for another Nasty Plot. We do outspeed them. What are they gonna sweep with? Like Fion? That does get... Well, what we'll do is switcheroo that thing. I think we just Hurricane again. If we kill this, it's like Magneton, which this thing might just beat. Fion, which we're going to switcheroo. So they can't set up and beat us completely. I think we just go Malamar, switcheroo. Switcheroo. And they surfed. Okay, now our Samurott resists that and they're locked into Surf. And we actually have basically a Choice Scarf to Malamar. We can just switch this thing back in later and get another speed boost to outspeed Miss Magius or whatever. Let's go Levani. Let's not knock off their item. Let's just go for a Leaf Blade, I think. Or we just go for... You know what? Let's go for our own Sticky Webs. Now we'll outspeed Magneton, we'll outspeed this. We're gonna go Samurott after this. Okay, they Terra Grass. Kind of wish I went for a Pounce. They're actually weak to our Grass move. Okay, now we go Samurott. We should be able to take 2, even if they crit one of them. SD. Now we Mega Horn. We're gonna hit this. Only every one of our guys can miss their attacks. Hurricane. Okay, Doxbun comes out. They lost their boosts. They're not like Helmet or something. And they Terra Grassed. I think Liquidation is gonna kill them. They're leftovers. It's a Doxbun, so they're usually not 240 speed, but they could be faster. Thankfully, they're not. And +2 outspeed them. Now Magneton comes out. We already saw we were faster with Noctowl, so we should outspeed with this. Let's go, Samurats! We can Aqua Jet this, and then we can Mega Horn the Fion. Damn, this team is a lot of fun. And their team was fire. The Topsy-Turvy Sashed Malamar was cool. And we don't miss our Mega Horn, nice. All right, we got one. And they've got Avalugg for some rapid spinning and Hitmonchan. And then they got maybe a lead Primeape. I'm guessing a Suicide lead one of either Avalugg or Primeape. Then they got the Typhlosion, who's terrifying. Mesprit can set up. Mesprit could also actually be rocks. I kind of like Levani though. So our webs will be very good for Typhlosion to keep it slow. If Jolteon's not heavy duty boots, which I expect it to be, but if it's not, we'll be able to slow it. And Primeape has Defiant, but if we can like knock off with Levani and stuff like right away. No, we don't. Okay, so they lead with this. So that means that's a setup Primeape, and this is their lead. I mean, we could go for Sticky Web and then switch in a Rotomon. The Rapid Spin, I just don't know how well we take it. Avalugg. Say they're a Suicide lead. Yeah, we could just die. So that wouldn't be great. I'm pretty sure Levani hits them super effectively, but it's barely a 2 KO. A very small chance. And actually, if they have Rock Blast, we're just dead. So, I think we just have to go for webs then. I can't risk switching. Hopefully they get 2 hits. All right, that's pretty good. Now I think we go Rotom because we can spin block. We could say, reset webs if we need to later on with this. If they happen to kill us, or I don't know. Whatever, I think that was fine. And now we can go for Will-O-Wisp and burn this. Or we could Volt Switch, but I think just if we can burn this, I'll break their Sturdy. It's definitely worth it. And now we go for a Hex. I mean, like, it's not going to do a lot if they switch, but it'll kill this, so. Now we have to worry about another spinner, though. They do have the Hitmonchan. Levani is dead to rocks. We'll want to Rapid Spin away their rocks if we can. Okay, they go into Hitmonchan. I mean, we just go for Will-O-Wisp. If they're Lumberry, we have Colbert. Okay. So they just tank it, get burned, and now I think we'll be able to beat them. I think. But maybe they're wanting to get rid of us for Primeape? I don't know. Can we just Hex again? I don't think I need to save Rotom. And actually we'll have one turn left in us, or they're gonna have to send out something instead of us, which is always a better spot to be in. So I don't think we Volt Switch, I think we just Hex. That's pretty good. Jolteon comes out. Okay, I think we have to sack. Let's actually Pain Split. Okay, they go for Thunderbolt. And also they're heavy duty boots. That's good to know. Ooh, do we just go Noctowl, Tear Ground? No, that's too obvious, right? If we go Malamar. No, that's also not. We could go Avalugg and use up our Sturdy here. Rapid Spin. Then we have Levani. Still. But I'd kind of rather just kill this thing. Like, I'd rather send out Avalugg and Mountain Gale. Kill him. Because I'm pretty sure it always kills. Avalok to Jolteon. Then we can save our Terra. Let's just go for Mountain Gale. We can switcheroo this if it becomes a problem, I think. Mesprit and Primeape can both be really scary. Like, we could go Noctowl right now. I could go for the Terra Ground and Nasty Plot, but they could just Calm Mind. Sick. And then, you know, we're not going to hit them for resist. It'll be neutral because of our ability, but then they're going to get a boost and stuff, and that'll be pretty scary. So, okay. This comes out. I think I maybe just attack, and we're just going to lose our web, or we're not going to be able to rapid spin, but though, I mean, what is our speed? 175 times 1.5, 262. No, it'll still be slower. Now let's rapid spin if we can. Okay, the Dazzling Gleam. We don't see an item. I'm guessing they might be choiced. Yeah, they could be choiced. I think we go Noctowl. And we go for... Also, they haven't terred, and our Terra Stellar Malamar could clean up. Then we just fire off a Hurricane. If we miss, we get a Speed Raise. And we do miss. All right. Now we're here. Let's fire off that Hurricane. So they're Dazzling Gleam instead of Draining Kiss. So they don't have Recovery. Actually, they could have Leftovers still, right? Okay, and they do have Leftovers. All right. I wonder if they're going to Terra. If we go Malamar on a Mesprit. Let's actually see real quick. Our Noctowl, right? We did 50%. Ooh. They could be 0 HP. So if they Terra Fairy and we Terra Stellar, our Terra Blast is going to kill them. If I just knock off though, we'd also kill them. I think we expect them to Terra. If they don't Terra... Come on. They don't know I'm Scarfed though. No! Let's go! No way, I think we win. I think we might win with this. That's crazy. Yeah, they didn't know we were Scarfed. That's why I was like, So now, Typhlosion, even if it's Scarfed, we're faster. Ooh, this is going to do a lot though. I think we just hit it though, because Samurot's not gonna be able to hit it otherwise. Samurott can, we crit them. Samurott can probably take a hit from Typhlosion. They Drain Punch. We're still faster. That was a crit though. Huh. Well, that crit mattered, probably. Oh, wait, no, at 81? It probably mattered. I think Samurott would have been able to finish him off though. That was awesome. All right, so we got to Terra on their thing. GG. That was awesome. But unfortunately, that crit, I don't know what would have happened exactly. Let's see. Primeape. I'm guessing they were this bulk up one, and we had already Terra Stellared, so we have to get rid of this like boost. But we were at +2, and it was a crit. Crit. So yeah, so that first one did 78 to 80, or 78 to 92, because we did 81. Yeah. And then the next one at +3 would have done 65 to 76. 64 to 76. Which actually would have been in range. So I don't know if it mattered. It just, I think I mean, going for the Terra, it was a 50-50, kind of. I don't know. That was awesome. Well, I think we'll call it there. That was definitely a feel-good one to end it on. And thankfully the alarms haven't been going off the last couple games. Definitely got some really good ones though. We got some really good Noctowl, Samurott, and Malamar action in the end there. Rotom got to do some work. Avalugg and Levani. Avalugg, Levani, Rotom as like a supportive core were really nice. I had a lot of fun with the team. But yeah, I think that's a good one to call it on. If you're interested in trying out the team, I'll put a Pokepaste in the description. And hopefully I'll cut out all of the sirens. And I'll probably just have, you know, no audio, or at least no commentary or whatever. For a second, we'll just have the music going. But yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't do nothing about it, but I'll try and make it so you don't really hear nothing. Except for maybe the first time, so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.